Okay, good morning. This is, these actually are Brussels sprouts. I know, it's hard to believe. You can still eat them with the leaves looking like they are. You just eat the leaves. But they didn't grow in little, you know how Brussels sprouts are little and round, and they actually grow up through the middle. But for some reason, I don't know why, I haven't figured that part out yet. But I can't eat them like this. And I do, as you can see, not an awful lot. I mean, there's only so much Brussels sprout leaves that I can eat at any given point. That over there actually is thyme, lemon thyme, scallions, carrots. These are carrots here. This is all carrots here. They're not ready to pick though. And I've got some garlic too. That should be garlic. It might be red onion, but I think that one's garlic. I think that's garlic. I'd have to pull it up to be sure. But that's what I've got in this section right here, which it's probably going to bolt pretty soon. So then I'll pull it up and probably put mustard greens back here. You can see my PVC watering system that I've got going on, and then I've also got there's also a hose in there too, so I've got like both. And it's just rain. We just haven't had any rain. And I've planted clover, the red clovers, in mass, and they are starting to shoot up with the little red clover top there. I've got weeds, tons and tons of weeds. I'll pull all this out and plant clover in here because it puts nitrogen into the ground. As you can see, my turnips are wilting like crazy. I've got to get out here and do some more weeding. I've got a yard full of weeds, if you want to know the truth of it. So all I do is weed. And again, I've got scallions and onions, regular onions, and garlic. This one I might go ahead and pick, but I don't really need it right now. You can see I've got huge turnips, and I've got turnips in the fridge right now even. This, of course, is weeds. You can see these things grow all over the place. They drive me nuts. But yeah, I've got to water this some. The ground actually it is moist. It's just the leaves on top. You know, I mean, I do keep it relatively watered, and we have had some rain this week, just not much. But like I said, weeds. It smells good over here though. These are all carrots in here too. This is all carrots and weeds and more weeds. I planted some hairy veck, but the hairy veck did not come up. It's another good ground cover, but it didn't come up for me. The red clover I don't have any problem with. Hopefully it will continue. You know, some years it comes up and some years it doesn't. I don't know what the difference is. But I've got tons of weeds. It's just irritating. It's like the only thing that really grows is weeds. I've got some little pine trees growing back here. You can see I've done pretty good on my fence. I've still got some areas I've got to fix here. This is okra, and I am getting some to come up, but it's dried out. I've got to get it watered today. Okra here. Okra. I love okra. And I just put scallions everywhere. When I buy them, instead of tossing them, I plant them. Weeds, all this has to be pulled up. This is actually asparagus. It's a perennial, so it comes up again every year. And this is actually edible over there, and that one, and those two there. I might go ahead and pick them, but again, watering. I pulled all of this and just threw it back down, kind of as a ground cover. You know, whatever will. God, I just have weeds everywhere. And red clover. These are morning glories. So I've got some morning glories growing out here. You can see that's a nice one. These are potatoes. I've got Florida potatoes. They're just white potatoes. This I planted kale, and I've had some beautiful kale in the past. It didn't come up this year. I don't know why. This is mostly all clover. See, there's a nice clover, red one. All this is clover. It's great ground cover. This is crap here. But then I went back and I planted okra because I love my okra. So that's okra. This poor little thing, I'm pretty sure is kale, but it's just too dry. That's kale. Pathetic. What is this weed? Weeds. So I'll plant some okra in here too. I just wish we'd get some decent rain, you know? I mean, we just went through the rainy season and we're getting ready to come into the rainy season too. These, is that a weed? No, it shouldn't be a weed. I think it's an onion, a red onion. I think all these are red onions, I'm pretty sure. I know either that or garlic. Planted a bunch of garlic over here too. I've got it listed. I've got my map, everything mapped out, but then I forget. Okay, that's what I've got in this section here. But as you can see, I need to do a bunch of weeding. This is all clover over here. It's nice and soft on your feet, which is great. Plus it's great for the yard. Okay, here's another red clover. Bye.